Some houses don't just creak, they whisper, and sometimes they call you by your name. This is a true story from Savannah, Georgia, and it begins with silence, the kind of silence that follows after death. In the summer of 2003, 9-year-old Emily Carter and her mother, Diane, moved into an old Victorian home on the edge of Savannah. Diane was a recent widow. Her husband, Emily's father, had died just 2 months earlier in a car crash. The little girl hadn't spoken since, not one word. The house was massive, cheap, almost too good to be true, but grief clouds judgment, and Diane needed a fresh start. On the third night, Emily walked into her mother's room. She hadn't spoken in weeks, but now she whispered, "The lady in the wall says I can talk again." Diane froze. "Who told you that?" she asked. Emily only pointed at the wall. That night, the temperature in the house dropped 10 degrees, and Diane heard a soft knock from inside the walls. The lights began flickering at exactly 3:12 a.m. The answering machine, a dusty old thing left by the previous owner, began recording voices they never heard speak. "She belongs to the house now. Let her go." Emily started drawing again, but the happy trees and butterflies were gone. Now it was just faceless people, a tall woman with bleeding eyes, and in every drawing, that woman stood closer. One night, Diane found Emily standing at the basement door, eyes closed, whispering, "She lives down there. She says I'm her daughter now." Diane nailed the door shut, but every night at 4:17 a.m., there was knocking from the other side. It wasn't just grief anymore. It was something darker, something watching. Then came the night when Diane heard Emily scream. The basement door, boarded up, was wide open. The air inside was ice cold. Emily stood at the bottom, looking up. "I have to go now." The lights blew out. Diane ran. The stairs collapsed. Everything went black. When Diane woke up in the hospital, Emily was gone. No trace, no footprints, no signs of forced entry. 3 days later, they found Emily walking barefoot 6 miles away, covered in dirt. She didn't remember how she got there, but when the officer asked if she was okay, "The lady in the wall says she'll come for Mommy next." Diane moved far away. The house still stands, but no family stays longer than a few weeks. Some say they hear scratching inside the walls. Others say they see a child standing on the porch, smiling. And every now and then, when the wind passes just right through the trees, you can still hear a woman whisper, slow whisper, "Let her go." Some houses don't want to be left behind. They want to be remembered, and they always find a way.